Romano dropping a bomba today, and Slot and Liverpool have set to be split. They have gone their separate ways. Liverpool have gotten rid of Arne Slot, and it probably comes as no surprise really, as Liverpool had a real shockingly poor season for them and for their standards of the club. That, you know, only last year they go on and win the league. They win the Premier League, you know, getting their 20th Premier League title, and following that season, then we all expected them to go on an absolute mad dominance, an absolute unreal run with the signings that they made, you know, spending nearly upwards of nearly 450 to 500 million pounds on the likes of Ekitike, you know, Frimpong, Wirtz, you know, so many, you know, who else, you know, they're just bringing in top quality. Isak, that's the main one I was nearly forgetting. Isak, you know, a new British club record fee. And it didn't work out. It didn't get going. Now you could say that they were hampered by injuries a little bit too during the season. But from what I was seeing for Liverpool, they could not click, and it seemed that Slot ran its course. And yeah, and as Romano has put out, you know, that they parted ways with immediate effect. And yeah, it seems that the Flying Dutchman's time at Liverpool is over, and it seems that their next appointment looks all but to be Iraola. What a signing. What an absolute coup this will be for Liverpool. Obviously, I'd say it's going to be all but confirmed. That Iraola, who led Bournemouth to their, you know, first time ever coming into, you know, Europa League, playing in Europe, you know, he's had a great record of bringing in the likes, you know, of top young talent. You know, Ryan has been an absolute exceptional form. You know, Spurs, we were linked with him when he was with Vasco da Gama. Bournemouth pounced on him. Look at the player that he's already going to be turned out to be. Do not be surprised if they go in for the likes of him with Ryan. For me, one signing that seems to be inevitable now would be the likes of Yandy Mandy from Leipzig. I think he would be like the equivalent to come in and straight slot in for Salah, who's leaving. I think Iraola would work unreal with him. But like I said, Iraola definitely deserves it for the success that he's brought with Bournemouth. You know, getting him into Europe, you know, amassed a great number of points. Like, the performance that they've been putting in throughout the season has been exceptional. You know, 18 games unbeaten, I think, in the last 18 matches in the Premier League. You know, so he deserves it. He definitely deserves it. I would have loved to have taken him at Spurs had the opportunity presented itself, but we have Roberto Don Zerbi, so I'm happy out with him. So yeah, I think it's a great signing for Liverpool getting Iraola in. It's a shame about Slot, but he probably needed to go, as the players didn't seem like they were fine-tuned. And it's going to be interesting now to see how Iraola's Liverpool looks this next season.